I'm Victoria Massengale, your resource for real estate. Not too long ago, I sold the house of a man whose fiance said, "This is a bachelor pad, it will always be a bachelor pad, it will never be a family home." And at that moment, she was right. The courtyard was overgrown with plants. The hardwood floors were scratched and worn. It had 2 bedrooms upstairs and a master suite with another bedroom downstairs that was filled with a pool table and old boxes. In the backyard, there was overgrown bamboo and more weeds. I spoke to the seller about redoing the floors, painting, freshening everything up, making it a lovely, wonderful Spanish home that it was intended to be. And he agreed to hire a stager. Together, the stager and I chose paint colors, wood stains, and really reasonably priced carpet for the downstairs. Beyond that, we made the bedroom that previously housed a pool table into a lovely office overlooking the new, beautiful gardens. Within 2 weeks, the home was ready to put on the market. The fiance walked in and said, "Why are we selling this house? It's gorgeous." I then reminded her that they'd already bought one. Obviously, this is really extreme and not necessarily in everyone's budget. Sometimes the best thing to do is have a stager come in and advise you on how to move the furniture. First thing we're going to tell you to do is get rid of about 50% of your things. The idea is to make the home as open and warm for buyers as possible. And if all of your pictures and personal items are there, they're not going to imagine themselves living in the home. Now, I promise you, as soon as we leave, you're going to want to move all of your furniture back the right way. But it's important to keep in mind that you live in a home differently than you sell one. If you've already moved out, but you don't want to do all of the extra stuff we talked about, sometimes it helps just to have a stager bring in the furniture. So you haven't had to redo the floors, you haven't necessarily had to repaint and do the lawn and all of that stuff. Maybe it's just about not having those rooms empty. Buyers inherently have difficulty imagining where the furniture will go. An empty living room doesn't look large enough for their sofa, or an empty bedroom doesn't look like it's going to be big enough for their king-size bed and dresser. I know staging can be quite an investment, but the reality is that staging sells homes. It sells them quickly, and it sells them for the most amount of money possible. So, what happened to the house I was telling you about? It sold in just under 30 days at just over list price, and the seller giddily told me he'd put the biggest check he'd ever seen in his bank account. Staging works. The extreme on either end may not necessarily be for you, but we can find that happy medium that does work. If you have any questions or would like a consultation, please email me here or call me here